Coming up in the morning edition, tuition goes up at the University of the Bahamas. Attorney General has his say on the financial bills. And Deputy Director of Public Works speaks to potholes here in the capital. It's Friday, the most anticipated day of the week. Welcome to the morning edition. I'm LaDawn Davis. We have a great show for you this morning with lots of entertainment. But before we get to that, here's Chief Meteorologist Basil Dean to help you plan your weekend weather-wise. Good morning, Basil.
Good morning, LaDawn. ZNS Tower Cam showing some cloudy skies over the harbor area, but there will be some breaks in those clouds during the course of the day. As we go to our satellite picture, you'll see we still have the remnants of that front boundary across the northwest Bahamas. That will gradually fizzle out. Meanwhile, surface trough across the southeast Bahamas, that too will trigger 1 or 2 showers in that part of the country. But outside of our studios, partly cloudy skies, temperature 73 degrees, your relative humidity at 83%, east-southeast winds at 9 miles per hour, the barometric pressure 1,020.4 millibars, that's 30.13 inches, and it is steady. Temperatures around the islands this morning, Marsh Harbor, Abaco at 73, also Greentown, Key and Abaco 73, Freeport 73, in the Berry Islands 75, Allenstown, Bimini 75 degrees, 75 in Harbor Island, Roxanne, Eleuthera, Artisan, Canala, Stania, Key, Kemps Bay, South Andros, and Fresh Creek in Central Islanders. More 75s in San Salvador and Room Key, taking you further south into Ragged Island, 76, Clarence on Long Island and Crooked Island, 76, 77 in Betsy Bay, Maguana, Acklands, and Matthew-Town, Inagua, Turks and Caicos Islands at 76 degrees. And your boating forecast for today in the northwestern islands, southeast winds 12 to 18 knots, wave heights 3 to 6 feet with a moderate chop. In place high tide. That will take place this morning at 7:44, low tide at 1:56 in the afternoon. For the central and southeastern islands, southeast winds 15 to 20 knots, so that means caution flags up for your boaters throughout the central and southeastern Bahamas. We're going to have choppy seas at 4 to 7 feet over the ocean. That's going to do it for your first look at weather, the morning edition. Stay tuned. Your forecast for today and tonight is still ahead.
Thanks a lot, Basil. The Bahamas First traffic report is up next with Vaughn Albury and our traffic drone.
The traffic report is sponsored by Bahamas First. First in insurance, today, tomorrow.
Thanks, Bahamas First. That drone shot you see shooting Shirley Street, looking east, and we're near the intersection of Mackey Street across from the old Eastern Senior School, which is now the Shirley Street Post Office. I'm going to move to the side. I want you to see something. The flow of traffic is moving, even though traffic appears to be heavy at times, and it's just 7 a.m. That man in the middle is Leonardo Taylor. He sells newspapers. What we have observed is that he's been just handing newspapers to the car. I did not see any exchange of money. I asked him, what does he do? He has a system where people pay in advance, and he just hands the paper to them, not impeding the flow of traffic. With me, Corporal Decory Barr of the Royal Bahamas Police Force. That's a good system he has.
Yes, good morning, Vaughn. Good morning, Bahamas. What we've seen is a very good system. Maybe if we could see a system of such in other places, we'd have less traffic congestions.
I agree with that, but you know, everybody honest like my ma say. But listen, what's happening traffic-wise?
For the morning, we've had a fairly quiet morning. We've had no accidents to report so far for the morning. No areas that have any traffic congestions. For the night shift, we had 1 accident to report, and this is going into the weekend period, which is a good start for us.
What should persons who are driving through the streets of the capital know? There's a big Red Cross Fair this weekend.
Yes, with the Red Cross Fair at about 3:30 p.m., starting and ending at today's date, starting and ending at the Clifford Park. The Red Cross Association are going to be taking to the streets with a motorcade to advertise the upcoming Red Cross Fair, which would be held tomorrow and Sunday's dates.
Yes, okay. You know, this is the weekend. A lot of people will be partying. I still see people talking on telephones, even though the law has not come into effect. It hasn't been passed in the Senate. What should people be doing now?
What we should find persons doing are getting into the practice of using those hands-free devices. We don't want, when the law is officially passed, that they say that they come with some frivolous excuse that they used to doing it or whatever it is. We should get into the practice from now of not using our phones.
There you go. Good advice from Corporal Decory Barr of the Royal Bahamas Police Force. Yeah, start to get into the practice at this time. No using handheld cell phones. LaDon, it's the weekend, man. Listen. But, you know, it's also approaching the 5th week in Lent, so somehow we got to take some inward inflection. And for those who don't follow, it's a party weekend. Be safe. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks a lot, Vaughn. Before we get to the heavy stuff, we're going to open our show with a little Friday entertainment. Synergy joins us this morning to get our weekend cracking. Lead vocalist Lovato Sands is here with the band. Lovato, welcome to the Morning Edition.
Welcome, thank you.
So talk to us a little bit about Synergy. I know it's a new band. Talk to me a little bit about it and how did it all get started?
Synergy was around from 2015. It's just a band with a lot of energetic people. I remember he's looking up to me, and then energy, strolling, we came up with Synergy. And Synergy is basically a bunch of energies combined into one for a greater, you know what I mean? So that's how we came up with the name Synergy. But we've been around from 2015, so the band is 4 years old. May 18th will make us 4 years.
How many members are part of your band, and where do you guys perform on a regular basis?
We have 9 members. You have Darren Francis, Big Phil, get Oscar Names, the band leader. We have Neil Andrews, he's the assistant. We have our First Lady, Whitney T. Turnquest, and our engineer, Alfred Ferguson. And we have Shaniko Gilbert and Steph Wanbar and myself, Lovato Sands.
Because I was walking in earlier this morning and I heard you guys performing. So what are you guys going to be performing for us this morning?
All aboard. And we have some nice down-home music that we definitely will put on a show.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Synergy.
Just to ease the pressure. Boy, I don't wanna sleep no more. I don't wanna rock no more. Tell me what you're waiting for. It's time to hit me forward. I don't wanna sleep no more. I don't wanna rock no more. I wanna get in the heat. See me tripping down the street all up. Carnival of love. Time to rock this boat. Come and get in line. Strictly party time. Carnival of love. Time to rock this boat. Wanna get in the heat. See me tripping down the street. Say, let me rock non-stop. Come rock the boat, baby. Let me rock non-stop. Oh yeah. Let me rock non-stop. Come rock the boat, baby. Let me rock non-stop. Oh yeah. Let me drink my rum. Let me have my fun. Set me out on fire. Let me take it higher. Yes, me set and good. Sober in my blood. I must spend forever. Just to ease the pressure. Oh yeah. I don't wanna sleep no more. I don't wanna rock no more. Tell me what you're waiting for. It's time to hit me close. I don't wanna sleep no more. I don't wanna rock no more. I wanna get in the heat. See me tripping down the street on a boat. Time to rock this boat. Come and get tonight. Strictly party time. Time to rock this boat. Wanna get in the heat. See me tripping down the street. Say, let me rock now, stop. Come back the boat, baby. Let me rock now, stop. Oh yeah. Let me rock now, stop. Come back the boat, baby. Let me rock now, stop. Oh yeah. I just let you go. 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 Say, oh yeah. I never rock. I
Students entering the University of the Bahamas in fall 2019 will pay 15% more on their tuition fees. Current students will be paying the same amount until they graduate. President of the University of the Bahamas, Dr. Rodney Smith, explained why the decision was made to increase those fees.
I must emphasize that for approximately 20 years, tuition has remained unchanged, despite the rising operational expenditures necessary to meet the needs of our multi-campus and growing academic community. As of fall 2018, our records show that the cost of attendance per student was between $26,810 and $30,810 annually. This cost is projected to be between $29,180 and $33,780 as of fall 2019.
He also made it clear that the new policy would not affect current students.
First-year students will begin paying the 15% increase in tuition as of this fall. Current and continuing students will see absolutely no increase in either tuition or fees as long as they are students at the university. This new tuition and fee structure for new students is necessary for the fiscal health of the university. We are on a decisive path to improve our fiscal position, which includes stimulating a robust pipeline of private giving, growing our sponsored research and grants programs, and solidifying public-private partnerships to achieve our mission and strategic goals.
3 financial bills that will modernize the financial services industry while bringing it in line with international standards were passed in the upper chamber Thursday after receiving wide bipartisan support. The bills include the Investment Funds Bill, the Automatic Exchange of Financial Account Information Bill, and the Multinational Financial Entities Reporting Bill. Leader of Government Business in the Senate, Senator the Honorable Carl Bethel, led off debate on the Investment Funds Bill. He said the legislation will send a clear message to the global community that higher regulatory measures and higher standards of conduct are being implemented here in the Bahamas.
Once enacted, hopefully, will improve the ability of the Commission to better regulate the securities industry, the broader industry as a whole, and once again achieve 21st century standards of improved and enhanced regulation. Regulation that is facilitative and not constrictive. Regulation that is pragmatic, that facilitates legitimate business without constricting the proper and orderly development of the investment funds market in the Bahamas.
The increase in potholes on our streets in recent years has cost many motorists thousands of dollars to repair damaged tires and consistent trips to the mechanic shop on a regular basis. Deputy Director of Public Works, Damian Francis, says they are monitoring the response times to fix potholes and is strongly asking motorists to report such cases at their hotline.
If you fail to maintain your road, you have an increase in the number of potholes, and then that puts a lot of stress on the ministry to react to repair the potholes, which is quite expensive in itself, and then also has a poor public image for the ministry. So our plans are to identify the areas where we have a lot of areas where the potholes develop quite frequently, and deal with those areas once at a time within 48 hours to repair a pothole on an arterial road, which is our major roads. For the collector roads, which are the like a Commonwealth Boulevard, where the local roads come in and they come into the collector road, which joins onto arterial. The arterial roads is a 72-hour response time, and then the collector roads is 5 days.
There's nothing like a good old-fashioned church fair. Well, St. Gregory's Church will provide that for you in just a few weeks. Committee members Sheldon Morris and Anya Roll join us this morning to give us details on the fair. Lady, gentlemen, welcome to the Morning Edition.
Thanks for having us, LaDawn.
So talk to us a little bit about what makes the St. Gregory's Anglican Fair so much different from other fairs.
Okay, good morning, Bahamas, and good morning, LaDawn. We, the committee members at St. Gregory's the Great, are having our annual fair, Spring Fest Fair. on the 27th of April, that's this month, on the 27th at the church grounds on Carmichael Road, beginning at 12 o'clock until. We invite you to our spring fair, and we are kicking off the month with our walkathon starting tomorrow with our prayer group at 6:30 a.m. And then we move on to Good Friday to our usher board Good Friday Fish Fry. And then on the 27th to our fair. And I will let Mrs. Anya Roll speak on the
I
fair
guess the treats
raffle.
being offered. Okay.
Yes.
Spring Fest 2019, St. Gregory's, our intention is to have a family atmosphere. We want everyone to come down. We're going to have Kitty's Corner, bingo, steak and chicken dinners, world-renowned. We're going to have a home cookery stall, as well as many other prizes and entertainment, including DJ and marching bands.
So where will the fair take place this year, and how can persons get tickets?
They can get tickets. They can call our parish office, 361-3800, or they can come to St. Gregory's on Carmichael Road. That's right after you pass Golden Gates, heading west. And we're the first church on your left-hand side.
And where do the proceeds from the fair go?
The proceeds from the fair will go towards the building up of the community. Like at present, we feed children in the community breakfast, social outreach, building, stuff like that. That's where the funds will be going.
Okay, Sheldon Morris and Anya Roll, thank you so much for joining us here on the Morning Edition, and best of luck to St. Gregory's on their annual fair.
And thanks for having us.
Thank you for having us.
Stay close. Dyson Knight is up next with live entertainment. You're watching the Morning Edition.
Yep. We on the road again. Yeah. Dyson Knight. 1, 2, 1. Yep.
Welcome back to the Morning Edition. As we promised, Bahamian superstar Dyson Knight joins us this morning on the Morning Edition. Dyson, welcome to the Morning Edition again.
Thank you very much. Pleasure to be here, LaDon.
So I understand you have some new music. Tell us a little bit about it.
I have a lot of new music. It's already 5 songs for the year. But this one I'm going to perform later on. It's going to be a real road stomper.
And I know you're having a party.
The party is
soon.
April
Talk to me about
12th.
that.
Yes, April 12th. Our doors open at 8. It's going to be $10 to get in. All of the invitations for the, I had it as a guest list only. But the turnout was so great, I say. Now I gotta charge y'all. Charge the rest of y'all. So yeah, Island FM on April 12th. That'll be a Friday. It's gonna be fun.
Carnival, Red Cross.
Carnival is coming up. Well, Elevation Awards tomorrow, and then I have the Red Cross after that performance, and then we head to actually New Orleans later on. I think the top of May. So we won't be here for Bahamas Carnival. We'll be in New Orleans, and then we'll go to New Orleans Carnival, NOLA Caribbean Festival. And a few more bookings. I think I'm even in Germany in June. So it's a lot going on.
So the first time you'll be missing Carnival, or?
This will be the first time I'm missing Bahamas Carnival. Very sad about it, but I'm giving my band, Ecstasy Band Bahamas, a big shout out. I know they're gonna have a lot of fun on the road without me.
So talk to me, what are you gonna be performing for us?
We on the road again, behind the body's truck. So it's a song that's produced by Freddie Got Sticks, Sniper Leonardo Rogers, and myself. And it is meant to add power vibes, because you know, for Bahamas and the Bahamian artists, we've always been doing this groovy thing because we like to wind up and dance with our girlfriend and wife and all kind of thing, right? But this one is a power, so we could get everybody jumping up and down. See, even the cymbal won't play.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dyson Knight.
Yo! Hey! What we gonna do? Yo, right now, Bahamas, yo, it's carnival time again. 1, 2, 3, jump! Hold on! Let's go! Bounce up! Yo, yo! Huh! Jumping, jumping, jumping! Watch me! Do get on bad. Show me a mad. We party hard. Yo, I am blessed to have one more chance to pump in the fest. Yes. It's 30 minutes I come for, I must confess. And I would stand up to the test. When the chipping turned to bouncing, we spreading the. We bouncing now, we waving, so get on your. The waving turned to jump up this bacchanal close. So get in your section and mash up the road. Mash up now, get down on the road. Jam a gal on the road. Get mad on the road. Beat a drum on the road. Take job on the road. Get on bad on the road. Get mad on the road. Get on bad on the road. We on the. Do get on bad, 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 bad. Show me a mad, 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 mad. We party hard, 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 hard. Watch me jam, miss. Target bam bam on the road and I won't miss. Understand. People come to see parade of all them band. So let we play our wicked mass. Chipping now, we bouncing, we spreading. We bouncing now, we waving. So get all ya. The waving turn to jump up this. So get in your section and mash up, mash up. Get down on the road. Jam a gal on the road. Get down on the road. Get down on the road. Get down on the road. Get down, get down on the road. One more time, we sing, we on the. To get on bad, 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 bad. Show me a mad, 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 mad. Bahamas. Let me do it, let me do it. Say we chipping and we bouncing, we bouncing down, we waving. The waving turn to jump up this. So get in your section, mash up the road. Get down on the road, jam a gal on the road. Get mad on the road, beat a drumming up, beat a drumming up. Take job on the road, get on bad on the road. Get down on the road, jam a gal on the road. To get on bad, bad, we on the road again. Yo, we on the road.
That was the melodious sounds of Dyson Knight. Our Charles Fisher is still fishing in Cat Island. However, he took time out to check out the nightlife. Let's go to Cat Island.
Everybody back there, I know you're wishing you could be here with Robin and I at the Cat Island Fishing Festival. Well, on the waters today, it was the fishermen. The nightlife is also part of festivities. And guess what? They have some of the best food in the Bahamas.
Most people like come fritters, but I try to be different. Fish fritters also. I think it brings everybody together because united, you know, we stand, divided, we fall.
Well, we offer a lot of Bahamian, a mixed thing, you know, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. It is. Mind you, sometimes business slow, and I just sit down out here and chill, and then when you look, people just come in and they order.
It's also about the right type of music here in Cat Island, and their hometown boy is playing the right tunes.
Good, nice, clean, family fun. Oh yeah, and beautiful Smith's Bay.
Listen, we needed this for so long. We only have one big event going on, regatta, and we got the Regan Straight. But now the fish off is gonna be number 3. It's good, clean, fun, kids, family, celebrating the one thing get out and has best, the water.
This is what they were catching here in Cat Island on Thursday. Stay tuned to the morning edition for more on that.
Wonderful feature there from our Charles Fisher, who is live over there in Cat Island. I am with the man himself, Mumra, who is set to give us a sensational performance here on the Morning Edition. Mumra, welcome to the Morning Edition.
Indeed, morning to the Bahamas and morning to you as well.
Talk to me a little bit about how did you get started?
Well, yeah, it got started, you know, it got started back in 2015, where I was encouraged and influenced by Junkanoo members, where they was like, hey, Mumra, you actually sound good entertaining, you should be a singer. And I was like, you know, I don't think I could sing, but they respect the talent in terms of writing. Yeah, so I wrote a song called 7 Bag of Tricks. It's a Junkanoo song. You know, that didn't went too far, but I keep on pushing, and as I live, I just write a lot of reality stories.
Now, everyone wants to know, where did you get the name Mumra from?
Yeah. Like I say, everything come right back from the Junkanoo Foundation. You know, playing back in the yard with in the shack with the guys. You know, they're just making a mark. Everybody in Junkanoo have a nickname, but I guess I was the character of Mumra. I guess they just was like, oh, he look like Mumra. So it stuck on me, and I was like, hey. That's where I'm at now.
So you're new to the entertainment industry. Tell me, what are you going to be performing for us this morning?
All right, I'm going to do a tribute to the grandmothers. Pretty much a lot of artists and a lot of entertainers forget the older people, you know. And I think the grandmothers is the root and the foundation, make the pathway for all of us. So I just Shout out to the Grammys.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Mumra.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. If you love your Grammy, you bring it close to the TV. Oh, yeah. This one for you, Grammy. Grandma had a friend, name is Lizzie Ann. Every time you see them, they talking all they can. They talk about their children, talk about their man. How they up so much? I don't understand, you see. Grandma had put 20 children, did the best she can. When you stop bathroom, boys, always wash your hands. You never spit no window, it will blow back in your face. Before you eat the food, boy, you better sing your grace. We're singing Grandma. Oh yeah, I see you. She been here a long time. So we're singing Grandma. That's how I go. Just like that. In 1962, when Grandma was acting loose, when she bucked my papi, she had him like a goose. We didn't have much money, but we was getting through. I got to thank the Lord for what my Grammy do. She sing, wait in the water, wait in the water, chillin' away in the water. Open up. God's gonna trouble the water. So we singing Grandma. Everybody, she been here a long time. Oh yeah, we're singing Grandma. Yeah, 242. Break us straight in this bottle. If you're from Cat Island, if you're from Managua, Mayaguana, Andres, we love you, man. Thank you guys for all the hard work you did. Oh, yeah. Grandma had a friend, name is Lizzie Ann. Every time you see them, they talking all they can. They talk about their children, talk about their man. How they up so much? I don't understand. You see, Grandma, she been here a long time. I'm singing Grandma. Oh yeah! I will see all the Grammys to the Red Cross Fair tomorrow, man. That's how this one going now. Oh yeah! She been here a long time. I'm singing Grandma. Oh yeah! You know Grammys is too back then?
You're listening to the soothing sounds of Mumra. Charles Fisher is up next with sports live from Cat Island.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to your TGIF Look at Sports. We're coming to you from New Bight, Cat Island. It's a busy day over there in New Providence. The Carifta Trials will be held this evening over at the Thomas A. Robinson Track and Field Stadium, and over at Government House. Godfrey Gully Burnside and Burkett Dorset will be inducted into the International Softball Federation Hall of Fame, and it's also Game 5 of the New Providence Basketball Association Championship. The Commonwealth Bank Giants can wrap up the series with a win over the PJ Stingers in the Division 1 contest. Meantime, in the Division 2 contest, that is all even at 2-2 between the Breezes High Flyers and your Essential Food Store Giants. Once again, we're coming to you from Cat Island. Yes, the fish off. Most of the boaters coming in before their time as they complained about the weather there being too rough on the seas. But coming in first was Lady T, captained by Marvin Brown and crew. They totaled 61 points. Their biggest catch, mutton snapper, weighing some 14 pounds.
A little bumpy at the beginning, but you know, we couldn't do what we wanted to do today, but it did something.
What were you all really trying to target out there?
We were really trying to target the mutton snapper and the goobers and the lionfish.
Strategy-wise, where did y'all go? How far did y'all have to go to get
I really don't want to say because the guys may go there next time. So we have to keep that a secret.
Coming in second was Austin Clare and crew aboard Lady P. They captured 42 points, with their biggest catch being a mutton grouper, 8 pounds. Talk about what were your strategy going into today? What did y'all really wanted to do?
Be competitive. I think we did that.
And coming in third, Do the Thing, captained by Ezra Russell and crew. Didn't catch much fish out there on the water, 14 points. Their biggest catch, Martin Cooper, 10 pounds.
We got up this morning, you know, my dad with his 3 sons, they didn't think he could do it because we didn't experienced divers. But you know, then we did what we had to do. Because of the good Lord, now we here today with a grouper, some Margaret, some Durgans. We here. Second big catch. We can show them something tomorrow.
Yeah, looking at what the rest of the crew brought in today.
Yeah.
This
is like nothing.
Yeah, nothing. Let me put it like that.
Yeah. But we do something good. We don't experience divers.
So what can we expect on Friday in terms of the line?
Oh, that's the big boys. The big boys come out tomorrow and Friday. That's the deep drop and then the hand line. We are not divers, but definitely we ain't a staff. So we show you that we can eat, all right? And once we can eat, then tomorrow is where the big boys come out. The big boys play tomorrow night.
The fishermen will be back on the waters at 8 o'clock this morning, and it's most of their favorite, line fishing. In Cat Island, once again enjoying myself with the nightlife and on the seas. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again later on this evening where Jonathan Benz will have a full recap of what happened here earlier today.
Thanks a lot, Fisher. That's it for us on this Entertainment Friday. Join us again on Monday for more Morning Edition. We'll leave you with the soothing sounds of the Synergy Band. Once again, I'm LaDon Davis. Have a great weekend, everyone.
Right here we have the Synergy Band. You can find us at Compass Point from 10 to 12 every Saturday night. Watch it! Audrey, where you get that sugar, darling. There is nothing sweeter. You make me scream, you make me fall, you make me feel like 10 feet tall. Sugar boom, sugar boom, boom. Sugar boom, sugar boom, sugar diggy bop, sugar boom, sugar boom, boom. 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 Audrey, I don't wanna lose you, darling. Like you give me voodoo. Take away my land, take away my car, but don't you take my sugar. Sugar boom, sugar boom, boom. Sugar boom, sugar boom, boom. Sugar boom, sugar boom, boom. Sugar boom, sugar boom. Sugar diggy bop, sugar boom, sugar boom, boom. 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 Audrey, where you get that sugar?